Evening guys, Kieran here, back with day 2 preview of the Cheltenham Festival, covering the graded races and the novice races. And day 2 we start off with, I'm still going to call it the Ballymore, I know it's the Turners, but I'm still going to call it the Ballymore. And we have the new Lion in here, currently favourite. I think he's around 13-8, with Final Demand not far behind. Obviously there was rumours that Final Demand may go to the Albert Bartlett. He's currently still favourite for that race, but I think hopefully, well, Final Demand in my eyes, if he goes to the Albert Bartlett, he'll win easy at the Albert Bartlett, but I'm not sure he's going to go there. I think Willie's going to take his chance in the Ballymore. I don't like the new Lion. I will be taking him on. I know people say, oh, the Challow, this, that, the other. He won the Challow on the bridle. In that race, he's beaten, in my eyes, he's beaten 3 mile horses. He's looked good by beating 3 mile horses. He's beaten Bill Joyce, he's beaten Wendigo. He's beaten Electric Mason, who I believe is touted now for the pipe, over 2.5, but he's not good enough anyway. Regent Stroll was in the race, who has since, obviously, won a 1-12 a couple of days ago, but was beat at Exeter in between. The Challow, I know, his better run. The new Lion's better form was probably the race previous, when he beat Callum Vol at Newbury, but I can't buy it. I like, at this trip, out the 3 of them, he would be my play if I had to choose between Final Demand, Yellow Clay, and him at this trip at 2.5 miles, because I think he's got more speed than the other 2. I think the other 2 would both be tailor-made, but the Albert Bartlett, but I think they're both going to come here. So he would be the pick out of the 2 of them. But I'm going to take all 3 of them on, and I could potentially get laughed off the screen with what I'm coming out with. But I have banged the drum about this boy, obviously, since he got beat, and that is Potter's Charm, still priced at 12-1. Obviously, after being beaten on Trials Day. I'm going to go 1 point each way on him. The reason I'm backing him is purely, I just think over this trip, he's going to have more speed for these in the race. Like, maybe not the new Lion, that's going to be the interesting one, but he's 12-1. Now, I know he's beaten last time by 6 Mile Bridge on Trials Day, but that was on the new course, which is more for stamina than it is for speed. This race back on the old course, back on a course which he's won at already, which he's won at in October and November. He won both times around the old course. So it would be more suited to him by this. And I think in this race, if he's anywhere close to the front or leading, turning in, he will certainly set this up. And Sam in the saddle, you know you're going to get 100% from the saddle, and he might be difficult to pass. He's got the pace for this race. Like, they should have rallied him in the Challow, but they didn't because the connections had Regent Stroll. So he ended up going to the Formby up at Aintree over 2 miles and still won over 2 miles. Now, you wouldn't see Final Demand or the Yellow Clay winning graded race over 2 miles. You just wouldn't. They just wouldn't have the speed for it. This boy went and did it. He's currently 12-1. What price would he be if he hadn't have ran New Year's Day, Trials Day? That is the question. Obviously, we'll never know. They ran him. They obviously didn't like it afterwards because he got beat, but that potentially was an afterthought. He was always going to run, wasn't he? Let's be honest. They did the same with the new one a few years ago, and then he came out and won the Ballymore. That, by the way, is the only British winner of the Ballymore in the last 12 years, was the new one. It's been dominated by Ireland. But now I'm going to take a swing on Potter's Charm. 12-1, 1 point each way. That'll do for me. I think you have far too much pace for Final Demand and the Yellow Clay. And potentially, if we don't know what the new Lion's got under the bonnet. And he's 13-8 and Potter's Charm's 12-1. So that'll be my play. Then we go on to the Brown Advisory. Ballyburn favourite, 11-10. Everybody that's been following my Twitter knows that this boy is my lay of the festival. I can't have him for love or money. Everybody's saying he'll be suited by it, Seppelin trip. This he could be. He could well be. I just think he's far too slow at his fences. He'll get left behind. Not left behind, because I don't think they're going to go huge pace. I think there's going to be much pace in this race. I think it'll be a bit similar to last year. I think his tactical speed could put him in better stead. I just don't like it. I think he's not going to be quick enough over his fences, and I think he's going to get in trouble. Obviously, these fences will be up and down the hill. I just can't have him. I just really can't have him. Obviously, everybody knows me. I was on Croke Park. He was in the anti-post book. I really liked him. It's a shame he hasn't come here. People will be saying, well, he got battered by Ballyburn. Yes, he got battered by Ballyburn. They were upsides over the last, and Ballyburn pulled away from him. But I never know. I don't know whether it was the fact that Ballyburn pulled away from him or whether Croke Park was stopping. Not 100% sure. We'll never know. Only two people that know that is the two lads that rode the horses. So therefore, I'm going to have another in-swing, and this is with one of my novice chasers, another one of my novice chasers to follow at the start of the season. Is Better Days Ahead. I'm going to go 1.5 points each way at 7-1. I can't see this boy out the first three. And the reason I'm going to put him up each way is because currently you can get 3 places. Obviously, we haven't had the decks yet for day 2. And if I get them all on now, then at least we've got 3 places. This shrinks down even more. I think we've only got like 9 or 10 in at the moment anyway. But he won the Martin Pipe last season. Was very impressive winning that. He's not done the most impressive things over fences as per se just yet. I think he was idling in front last time when he just about held on. But I think coming back to Cheltenham where he's won previously, it's a truly strong run race. He will definitely be staying up that hill, no doubt about that. And you can have no questions about his jumping either. So that's Better Days Ahead. And then Champion Chase is the next race I'm going to touch on. Obviously we have the bumper, but I won't be talking about the bumper because I won't be able to bet in it. I won't be watching it. I'll just let it run. So the Champion Chase, John Bon, 10-11. Can't have it. Can also have it one dime. He should be winning this. He should be winning this. There should be no excuses. But one, it's John Bon at Cheltenham. So do you really want to get stuck in? I know he's only been beaten at Cheltenham. He's been beaten at Cheltenham 3 times. Twice at the festival behind Conhill and Al Fabiola, and then got beat by Elixir to Nuts when somehow James Bowen didn't fall off. I don't know how he didn't fall off. But yeah. So his Cheltenham records at the festival isn't the best. Obviously, I'm not sure he's a great level racer, and favourites have a terrible record in this race. Like some of the short, like Al Fabio lost the race last year. He's won the 4. He was pulled up after the second fence. This race is an absolute graveyard for favourites, and I'd be willing to have a look elsewhere. First one I'm going to back is my boy Founder 50, who comes here. He's currently priced at 16-1. I'm willing to have a point each way on him. He's done nothing wrong. Obviously, Solness I think is about 8 or 9-1 in the betting. Founder 50 beat him comfortably at the start of the season. Who also had Banbridge in behind, who won the King George. You had Captain Guinness in behind, who's the defending champion. That was a great run up at Nace. That was his second start in open company. The first start at Down Roy beat Pinkerton, giving him best part of Stone. He won the Galway Plate. All the form adds up. Obviously disappointed last time out at Leopardstown over Christmas behind Solness, but he had a burst blood vessel and was quickly pulled up. That was the issue. He's been kept off the track since, comes here fresh, and I think he's got a huge chance. I was on him for the Ryanair, that's where I thought he was going to go. But they've come here, and I'm willing to stick my neck out on the line for him again. 16-1, 1 point each way. And I'm going to back one other in the race, and that is Henry de Bromhead's Quilixios at 33-1. I mean, 0.5 each way, but I just think this, like 3 places, I think he'll be road cold out the back. Now, he tried to take it up with Solness first time round. Last time out at Leopardstown, and just couldn't go the gallop with Solness. Just could not go the gallop at all. And Henry's horses obviously weren't in form at the time. But previously to that, he'd run in the Tingle Creek, only beaten, I think it was 7 lengths behind John Bon, around John Bon's home track of Sandown. But he's got decent Cheltenham form. He's obviously won the Triumph Hurdle here in the past. He's run decent race in the Arkle last year. And I think he'll be there or thereabouts. I think 33 to 1's far too big for him in this race. And like I said, we've had plenty of surprises in this race before. Obviously, Captain Guinness went last year, and then we'll probably see, I think, about 20 to 1 when he went last year. So, Quilixios, obviously, and also he beat Marine Nationale earlier in the season as well at Nice. I forgot about that. And Marine Nationale was like second favourite for this now. So, he's beaten the second favourite for this race last time. He's only got, I'd say only, he's got 7 lengths to find on John Bon, and he's 33 to 1. I'll be happy to take that. 0.5 each way, 3 places. Thank you very much. So like I said, I won't touch on the champion bumper, so we'll quickly spin through the selections for this video. So the Turners, we've got Potter's Charm at 12 to 1, 1 point each way. The Brown Advisory, Better Days Ahead at 7 to 1, 1.5 points each way. And in the Champion Chase, the big race of the day, we've got Fountain 50 at 16s, 1 point each way, sorry, not £1, 1 point each way. And Quilixios at 33 to 1, 0.5 each way. Thanks again for joining me, guys. If you could like and subscribe to the video if you haven't already, and share the post, that'd be great. And thanks for listening. Hopefully we have a few winners on the Wednesday, and be lucky and happy punting.